of the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this team has really started to find its identity during this stretch. This win streak has got them confident and fired up. The recent climb into the top 15 reflects just how much confidence they've built over the last few weeks, and they now believe the college football playoff is within their grasp. They have got to keep performing and executing at a high level, and it all starts today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights. It's setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment, on the road, the crowd going bananas. He makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the jet sweep here. Breaks into the open. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Martin. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They put the brakes on it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Vols will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. On the move at the 30. Could be an alley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back.
Caught, and he's got room. The 30, running inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's past the sticks. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Martin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right side, it's Davis. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. They were all over it. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Got his man all by himself. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He'll set up to throw. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Georgia going up tempo.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not...
It's a seam wide open. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells the run, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Taylor wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Turns it upfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with a direct snap. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Left side is Frazier. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll ride him again. Sees a crease. Enough to move the chains. Got a little grass. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. The give to the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking downfield. With the catch, it's Martin. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Out wide left, it's Davis. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fires quickly. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Frazier fighting off the defender. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Still on his feet at the 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 3 team, the Clemson Tigers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got room at the 35. Off to the races to the right. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's set up shop.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
The Vols want to crank the tempo. Taylor wants to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Left side is Jackson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Tennessee! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. He's looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Martin. He'll be stopped short, and the 2-point try goes awry, and this lead remains at 1. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a gap. It's Phillips. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Snags it down the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Dogs are rolling down the field. Keeps it on the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back. Get the yardage.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the red zone, it's Phillips. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Back and forth they go as these 2 high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quick give. It's Martin. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The corners are walked up tight. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out wide right, it's Davis. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Works the middle of the field. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, it's Phillips. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They'll go to the air. Left side is Temple. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Vols want to move quickly.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Staley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They want to throw it. Rush is on. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be fourth down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's what we're aiming.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Jumped on top of the pile. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Follows his block. It's Temple. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out.
Upstairs he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Long way to go on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They're all over it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Needs it here on fourth down. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to